Hello, this is Joy News Exclusive. Management of lorry parks and terminals. That's what we're going to discuss today. The past 1 week has seen a number of demonstrations by various groups of aggrieved commercial drivers operating in the Accra metropolis area over what the AMA terms as a clampdown on roaming commercial drivers. This clampdown, according to the AMA, among other things, is to streamline and control the activities of these drivers, as well as sanitize their operation on conformity issues with the country's transport laws. Now, from the various demonstrations that have been staged, the drivers are obviously not enthused about the move by the AMA and have demonstrated in various ways their displeasure at the initiative. A group of them earlier last week came to the Joy premises here to make their case. The AMA since then has held a press conference to explain the issue to the protesting drivers, but still to no avail, when yesterday another group staged yet another demonstration, and in the process a number of them were arrested and detained by the police and subsequently released. Now, on the back of these issues is another challenge of how properly our lorry terminals are managed for the smooth entrance and exit of vehicles. Over-congestion is a typical feature of most of Accra's lorry terminals. Emefa Ewenam Etiamwa Eli visited the new plant station and spoke to some drivers and passengers over the issue, where they gave their impression on the challenge. Now, going forward, we'll recap some of these events in today's Joy News Exclusive, which we have carved as commercial drivers protest and the management of our lorry terminals. After the excerpts, we're trying to get in studio DSP Freeman Tete to join us for some more discussion on these issues, while the Greater Accra Regional Chairman of the GPRTU, Robert Saba, and the Mayor of Accra, Alfredo Kovandapoy, will join us on phone to explore the issues further. Let's now take a look at the excerpts of the demonstration and MFA's interaction with the drivers and passengers at the new plant station in Accra today.
Embossment on taxis is meant to check car theft and other criminal activities. It is also the surest way of retrieving lost items left behind by passengers. It makes it very easy to retrieve information and data on a particular vehicle and its driver. Taxis with no embossment, however, were not allowed access to some jurisdictions within the city. One area that still restricts taxis with no embossment or stickers till date is Burma Camp. Taxi drivers lament they most often lose sales due to unavailability of stickers on their vehicles to this destination. Daniel Apia told Joy News they've been denied means to embossment for some time now, leaving thousands of taxis with no stickers in the metropolis.
So even if you go to the Abasoka and Seconds, the place where they make the embossment, even they are not working. They close the place. So the new cars are coming, they don't have the embossment. And one thing is worrying is, if you get dropping, you are going inside to the Burma Camp, they won't allow you to enter without the sticker. They for make the place Abasoka, the second place, they will for open it so that we can go there and do it. If they are not doing there, then they should allow us to enter every place.
Public Relations Officer of the AMA, Numo Blafo, confirmed to Joy News the halt was meant for restructuring and review since the Assembly was losing a lot of money registering the taxis.
As we're speaking now, the review is almost complete, and I think this year we'll see something about beginning of the embossment on taxis again. All taxis that are registered with the AMA and are operating within the jurisdiction of the AMA, we have to have the AMA embossment.
Jonas Deborah, who does not drive a branded taxi, however, argued the embossment has outlived its usefulness.
Then nowadays, they didn't check well. So as for me, they are supposed to cancel it. It's not good. It is not helping us anyway.
Numo Blafo disagrees.
He is just looking at taxis not having this embossment, not being allowed to enter certain areas. Maybe that's what he is looking at. But I think we rather need it more than before, because crime has gone into another level. And not only crime, but also it keeps track of who is driving what taxi at what time, and most of the time too, because of the embossment, we were able to even have data, some kind of data on the drivers themselves. So if he says it has outlived its use, I think maybe it was limited in the scope of his thinking.
He assured the exercise will bounce back in style and will involve every taxi within the catchment area of the Accra Metropolitan Assembly.
You check insurance, income tax, lances, yes, our lances, embossment. It is a do as a taxi driver, what family dropping. Now me don't go by see me see what at the end of the Amica,
The Accra Metropolitan Assembly's directive to all taxi drivers in the metropolis to register with lorry stations or join a transport union has raised agitation among taxi drivers in Accra. The protesting drivers expressed their unhappiness with the directive, arguing that it will affect Ghanaian workers, especially at a time when standards of living has gone up.
So if you want to identify a taxi, you can identify by the number, the embossment, and all these things is there. It's you, the AMA, who brought that law. And now we say we want everybody to register again. What registration? We cannot afford that money that he's talking about.
But for the timely intervention of some officials and the police, the situation would have turned bad, as the drivers had already seized the main road and also prevented other drivers from operating. The Odoko District Police Commander, Superintendent Abraham Akwe, stressed the law will deal with the taxi drivers since they were protesting unlawfully.
They should have notified us of their intention to demonstrate about 5 clear days. However, they didn't do that, because as per the Public Order Act at 491, that is what they are supposed to do, so that you sit down with them and then you see whether the demonstration will not affect other essential services. But they didn't do that, so they have violated the Public Order Act. We are still looking for the perpetrators. and then you shall bring them to book.
The taxi drivers said they were fed up with the increasing harassment and extortion by the AMA task force and vowed to continue with the protest till the AMA rescinded its decision to arrest them for not operating from particular stations. They, however, asked government to intervene, stressing the directive is not enforceable.
Taxi driver be na ba be fa wo fie asa na ode wa ba dwuma mu. Se me ma wo fie anase ma me fa wo no no family a wo be de no 190 aba Agrieved station aba be fa ka ba dwuma. Obetimi aba. Omo si yen pay station yen ko register wo station we go. Anti station so no ba bia ya ma e ko fra go on mo kapo no do so. Na ta se. Anwa abrekuma obi di me ko abrekuma fra ka ko abrekuma. Wo ma be nyim awaka no taxi ko bebe krum no taxi driver for no ho no mo pa chese woni e me lances woni e me sticker en to be de no de na ba krum ama na ba wonti wo ma etika nu asenka ne pa na fa man kwa blekuma village ho no mo anka ma ko fa sa opio for na fa me krum a madam ade na besi madam me se sia no de che yo ha no mo no se mu stage radio station for na mo gu a ha no mo no mo wa ha ga na ha no mo no ye nya mu a mo nya mu a o ko van top point ani ne ko for na mra no mo di taxi driver so ha no mo no ele nyo mo ma e mistake mo ma embossment ya wo e me lances ne bibia e ja de bio na so mo tete fa ho de so se ta tuma ye taxi driver bia ni anu obetimi aka se e bia wo koduma ba o timi save 220 Ghana cedis a day e ya to mouth and the school fees aye tua ama yen kola na mo sta be tete fa ho de so se ta mo di MTT for gu krom wona free anu mo kwa akra na yeso station we wan nya station no ultimate aka na so show baby a chese we station member ne ya chew they don't go so you go find about 80 Ghana cedis 80 Ghana cedis madam ade and no tete foundation madam e nya mo what I want to do we call home me say me kwa go station ho na me te ben me call here no and I'm say you know me can here mo no you know I don't know what you do especially we that 2 million na mama what's in there? I don't see you. Me, I just never be job. People be war. Main road. One fan I say, Oba, Accra, Kase, Kolebua, me go back channel, and to apply for one fan. I don't so. I don't Madam Trasi. I don't tell me. Me go Kolebua, me go USA, and me for me and sa. Our mama says, and me go Ben, San over you can over you. I thought I was going to be quiet. Say, yeah, you put a car for free. You're better than your scarf over our station. Assassin when they got to station. You have a scan away. And yes, I'm going to say, Mahama, as I do, I am a question. One time, when you fie obi o ha ne nan asa ne ya ne ya ta obi o ha o tiri kasa obi o ka akala kɔtɔ oni akala mi oni pɛ na di fie no ma so aso ko fa taxi bra ne be ka tell say me kokoro ma me ko ba tell no won kokoro ma e bi se ya ka se ye be dai ani ya tira ye juma se ya ya ne be ko tell space e ti ya sabe ne say mahama won jasa e mlawe won jasa no ye ne me ko nya
It will be recalled that on October 1, 2013, some aggrieved drivers marched to the premises of Multimedia to register their displeasure on alleged harassment from the AMA task force on issues of stickers and union registration. All MMDAs in Greater Accra Region and Central Region have issued a stern warning to drivers to stick to the new regulations. Urban Passenger Transport Services bylaws or face punitive measures.
That all commercial transport operations must be operated under a permit secured and issued by the relevant assemblies.
The new directive is expected to ensure that every driver belongs to a recognized registered union, and this, the assembly believes, is a sure way to track taxi drivers who engage in criminal activities.
The directive is that form an organization if you don't want to join the already existing one, and register with the various assemblies. Get your people to acquire the various driving permits from the various assemblies and acquire the various stickers. This is not difficult to do if you are law-abiding citizens. Nobody is forcing anybody to join the existing groups if you don't want to be part of them, but be recognized.
So with this new concept, which has brought in that we should register our routes, which of course, if you're able to register that route, it belongs to you. Nobody will come and take it from you. I think we are okay with it. So we are surprised to hear some of our colleagues agitating that they have no knowledge about what is happening, that AMA are doing things which are not friendly to them. I don't think what they did, I would say maybe there are some of the recalcitrant drivers who doesn't want to go within the confinement of the law.
The AMA announced, contrary to rumors, there are no restrictions on the free movement of all properly registered taxis within these assemblies' jurisdictions.
Welcome back to the studio. This is Joy News Exclusive, and for the benefit of those of you who don't speak Twi, majority of the taxi drivers spoke Twi, and you know, literally what they're saying is questioning why they've already paid for stickers, already registered, they're already met the various requirements of the Accra Metropolitan Assembly, and yet are being taxed to join associations. Tempests were flaring very much there. And I did mention earlier that earlier yesterday a group of taxi drivers staged yet another demonstration, and the police classified that demonstration as unauthorized, illegal in other words, and about 80 of them or so, it is reported, were arrested and then later released. I have been joined in the studio now by DSP Freeman Tete, who is with the Police Public Relations Department. It's great to have you here, sir. Good, and I'm also honored to be here. So the taxi drivers who were arrested, I mean, they were protesting legally. I mean, well, I wouldn't say legally, but they were protesting against things they thought were not fair on them, a violation of their rights. And then they get double trouble coming. The police pick them up. What's the rationale for arresting protesting drivers?
Yes, protesting without recourse to the Public Order Act. You have to, at all costs, Section 1 indicate that you have to notify the police. They did not do that. And then following that was act of vandalism exhibited. And then beside that, they also caused a lot of traffic in town. So these are the difficulties we find ourselves in. So we have to quickly go in there and arrest them.
So the police couldn't have overlooked some of the things that happened.
It's a law enforcement agency. Once the law is being broken, that you have no alternative than effecting arrest. So that is the mandate of the police.
So did the police share their concerns of, you know, the various things, but you didn't bother about what they were protesting
Professionally,
about?
we have to be indifferentiated. What we are looking for is to protect life and property, as well as enforcing the law generally. So we don't normally put ourselves in those things. We are professionals, and we must act accordingly or behave accordingly.
Are you able to tell us how many of the protesting drivers were arrested by the police?
A rough figure is about 80.
About 80.
80. And most of them are, all of them are being granted police inquiry bail, and they are expected to be reported.
So it means that charges were pressed against them?
We are here to press charges against them. What is important is that we held them for unlawful demonstration, as well as causing traffic, which is a traffic offense, as well as destroying property. So some vehicles were actually dented by this rampaging taxi drivers.
But if you're not pressing charges, or you have not pressed charges within 24 hours, and then perhaps your action is feeding to the perception or speculation that you just wanted to break their front, really. Just pick the leaders, lock them up, and later release them.
In breaking their front. It's a gradual process. We are still having a series of discussion. Let me just break this news that tomorrow morning, the various divisional commander, since the action cut across the 7 divisions in Accra, police division, they will be meeting the regional commander, and a firm decision will be taken as to whether to proceed with court action or just to give them warning letters. So that is what will be considered tomorrow. So at the end of the day, we'll get to know the next line of action that the police will be taking.
So what? I mean, in the enforcement of that law, the Public Order Act, the police has a discretion to issue a warning or proceed to prosecution. Is that what you're telling me?
Depending on the gravity of the offense, we can decide. It's a matter of discretion, as you indicated. It's not in all cases that we have to go that way. But in this case, at least at the end of the day, thankfully, no life was lost. So we went to, and they've actually expressed remorse. They've been at the regional headquarters to plead and for forgiveness, and there are a lot of overtures. And they've indicated that they will not in any way act the way they acted yesterday.
Ever again. Right, DSP Freeman Tete is with the Police Public Relations Department. This is Joy News Exclusive, and my name is Stephen Anti. We'll take a short break. We'll be right back. Stay with us. That's really. Welcome back to Joy News Exclusive. My name is Stephen Anti, and DSP Freeman Tete is still here. So, DSP, let me just wrap up with you. Tell us what to expect after tomorrow's meeting with the divisional commanders.
Well, I cannot read the mind of the command, but what is important is that we'll be meeting them. The options are either to press charges against them and take them to court for act of vandalism and breach of the Public Order Act, and other offenses that might have been picked, or they are asked to write a letter that is a warning. A warning letter will be given to each of them. So, but there are clear indications that at least the police were likely to soften their stance because of the remorse they've expressed, among other things. But I'm just speculating. as a public relations officer.
Right. So tell me, I mean, I know that whilst we have this platform, what would you like to tell members of the public or similar groups which go on protests like this, particularly in reference to the enforcement of the Public Order Act?
Well, I just want to make it clear that the police is not averse to demonstration. We are much aware of the constitutional provision. Freedom of expression and demonstration is one of the forms that one adopts in expressing him or herself, or a group expressing themselves. But beside that, there's a framework, there is a check, and that check is obviously the Public Order Act. That gives the parameters of which we cannot operate, so that at the end of the day, there wouldn't be breach of the peace, there wouldn't be a clash. So we know the antecedent of the enactment of the Public Order Act. It's actually serving as a guide now, and it has, with the coming in force of the Public Order Act of 1994, the demonstration has always been very peaceful. So we don't want to be tagged as anti-demonstration institution. We are much aware of the right of the Ghanaian, but we still want to keep the peace. We want everybody to express his or her feeling in a very peaceful manner. And then those who are indifferent should also be free to go about their duties. In as much as you want to demonstrate, others must also be free to move about without entertaining fear.
Thank you very much, DSP Freeman Tete. It's with the Police Public Relations Department. This is Joy News Exclusive, and my name is Stephen Ente. You can join us on the show by posting your comments on our Facebook walls, facebook.com/Joy News, and we'll read it for the whole world to hear. Now, let's take the second part of the compilations by Emefa Ewenametiamwa Eli. Stay with us.
Between 2007 and 2008, under the Jerry Blankson's administration of the AMA, registration of commercial vehicles was started for easy identification and security reasons. This action was backed by an LI 2180, section 121, subclause 1 and 2 under the commercial vehicles, and it reads, a person shall not operate a commercial vehicle unless that holds a road transport operator's license. 2. A person shall not operate as a commercial vehicle driver unless a person is employed by or belongs to a recognized commercial road transport organization. This project, somewhere along the line, died, but this time this project has once again been revived under the auspices of the Ministry of Local Government in conjunction with the various municipal assemblies in the Greater Accra region. Well, join me as we join the Adenta Municipal Assembly as they go on this particular project.
The first requirement will be your union certificate. As for the unions, there are many. If you unionize or you just one car, and you are just here. Your operation here by the regulations is under a permit type A operation. and it is regarded as a trotro operation.
We are at the Manet Junction taxi rank, where they are also being recognized as an authorized taxi rank. Can you please tell us about this whole operation, how it has been like, or what you intend doing for the next few days?
Yeah, the operation demands that for the first 3 days, we go around the municipality where we have our jurisdiction to close down unauthorized loading points. And this is the exercise we are carrying for the first 3 days. This is to make sure we discontinue with illegal operations as far as passenger services is concerned within the municipality.
All right. Now, we've been round and you have gone through various stations. What have you seen so far and what do you intend doing?
Yeah, there are areas that we have to. There is the need for us to clamp down the station, stopping them from loading from those places. This is because they are accident-prone areas. T-junctions where you see cars parked anyhow without any control, creating congestions here and there. It is not conducive, even though they are providing services. And these ones, we have to clamp down them.
What measures have you put in place to ensure that this particular project is sustained?
Yeah, initially the operators seem not to understand the whole thing. And that was what brought about some sort of people not complying. But we've been able to do much education, which has gone down well to the operators themselves.
How long is this operation taking place?
We are expecting to conclude the whole exercise by December. The exercise is to make sure everybody gets on board, and that is why we are doing the enforcement. We've had majority of them now on board, but we have some few recalcitrants who are refusing to, and this is why the enforcement exercise is being carried out.
the Public Order Act at 491. You're supposed to notify the police of their intention.
I'm on board a Yutong vehicle which is bound to Kumasi, and the driver here will be having a conversation with me regarding how the congestion in this lorry station is affecting their daily activities here. I'm here with Kojo, alias Kubewa. He is coming to share his experience with us. Hello, Kubewa. Mema akwa about joy news. So, tell me, as a station ha ahayema, usha saying na eha mwijuma no.
The high kakane traffic na ye wom no goes to no. We say a drum is what me call drum me kofa ke me dim be 1 hour ni. Nya kwan emfaka na nkoski. We say me car na me di na china ye ma afi na me so me kwako akogina so akolodu. Eno no ye sika se so adoso ha no. To ba unya baby ampake nti be pake wa chiro no family for no nti ento aso be kwa kofa be duru so no be duru na ka bi so a ono abe pake no atwa wadi eno ne ya izimbi di menya be 1 hour no
Osha tambe na e wasa wutu station ha
oh sisi no ka bia ni honde ne me fast bi kujira ma meti ba masisi ya ama
like how many minutes time
oh any be 1 hour kra na visa 30 minutes 40 minutes na yema na fe
wodada nwejuma ye mu no say na chema wo se wo be DQ mu se ya san wakodi mu dada mu ya
say every Monday kono utimi ginam be 3 to 4 hours and san e bi ayema mu watu bitimi ginam abi na Friday na say ye wo ko ni asante mamu ntina de ni pegusu ntisi ande mi kujirem na ne kujirem sisi ana e bitimi ma sisi ama ko na from Monday ko ne de ni timi di be 4 hours 5 hours ansana ayema
sebi moni mpanyifo edi hu nkomo ebi omo akire mo so mo ye nhihye e bi se de be ya on bete we traffic no so kakra e wo station
eno de mo omugusu na cars na adoso ha no e ba yinyina yinya ba bi mpake inti ne ma ba so mo se enko pake chiro na e ka be ni pa be 5 na visa na akwakofa e dia ba and because of cars na doors inti no bibi timi aja aka na sikwam ama eno ne criticize good traffic na ma edi traffic mo cheno bo onso anu anya product do traffic musi ya bia na e jana timi adum na no so aje wo frela tishe ma na be hwe spark ma no inti ne ma traffic ne ban
passengers na omo ba omo chire omo nti ama taxi ne kakre ka mienu kura beto aso pe na traffic ne ejamo anti senka free victory hotel ehọ no ba no nko aban tumi be clear ehọ kakra na ere emaye because omo di kiosk ene ne amanyam na sisi wa animwe bia anti ka cars ne ba no omo tumi park wo man ya ekwan ne bedem ka bia tumi park wo kwan na ho omo tumi ba inside straight obi fifie obafroka kokumase obafra konkoko oba ofa drop here so me be new plan station obaba straight because of traffic in taxi driver na ba oma obeyi na sinchen onso obenya nkwan cheka na biare afro enti aba betumi clear side no ebe insuo no bridge no etumi clear wo side man oba obetumi akopake wo edu so awaba eno be boaye ama traffic no ensibie
what is your impression about the congestion of vehicle and passengers in this lorry station?
It is true, it is a challenge, but we believe it is due to how the station is designed. So if the authorities can bring expansion and then put things together, we believe it will be easier for us. But actually now the challenge is too much, especially how those who load the car, sometimes they have to struggle with the passenger for them to load their car because the cars are many. So each one is trying to get his daily bread. So the whole thing became a competition among them. So sometimes it troubles us a lot.
Yeah. In your own experience, has there been any occasion where you came and you want to leave or you want to board a vehicle and there's so much congestion that you think it has affected you in a particular way which you'd want to share with us?
I remember one time I was using a white t-shirt and I came around because of the way those who load the car struggle with me and dating my shirt. So it caused me not to come here for some time before I started using these premises again.
Na otu mienu echi ansa sa loss no mede ba no ebe start aye adwuma ye beti e ho ase benye nda ekoya na echina na eye adwuma if it is you ever there time be any.
Welcome back to Joy News Exclusive. My name is Stephen Enti, and I'm told that we are joined on the line now by Robert Saba, who is the Greater Accra Regional Chairman of the GPRTU. Good evening, sir. It's great to have you here on Joy News Exclusive.
Good evening. Good evening to all viewers and listeners as well.
Right. I mean, the agitation of these drivers, we've heard it over and over in the last week or so. Now, one of the key issues that have come up is that why these extra charges and registration and demands on them when indeed there is such congestion in lorry parks all across the country?
Well, the AMA or the Assembly in general are only trying to implement an LI 2180, that is Road Traffic Regulation 2012. regulation number 121, that is 1 and 2, which makes it mandatory for drivers to join the transport union before they can be allowed to use the road, the activities as drivers. But it's most unfortunate that most of these drivers who are taken do not belong to one union or the other, which is also inappropriate by the airline.
Right. I mean, Mr. Saba, that's exactly the point I'm making. I mean, the enforcement of this law and the fact that the drivers have to, agree, or I don't know, maybe just allow the law to be implemented so they become unionized. All of these come on the backdrop of the fact that lorry parks are congested. They wait longer hours in queues. So if the jobs are not there for them to do, what's the point of unionization, really?
Oh well, it doesn't mean that when they form the union or they join any union, they will not be permitted, to work as, they are doing as of now. You see? But the issue is, if you do not belong to a union, you are not permitted in accordance with the airline 2180. All what I can say is, it's the fact that most of them are not aware of this.
Right.
And it will be better for the AMA or the assembly to suspend, their action, so that they are well educated on this part of the airline, so that they will understand and
right.
Do what is appropriate.
Right. But are you concerned? Are you worried at all about the extent of congestion in lorry parks?
Yes. We are very aware. As a matter of fact, all these drivers cannot be accommodated in the various stations that we have. Definitely, some of them will still work as they are doing. They will work by the roadside, pick passengers, and do what they were doing previously. These things cannot be stopped if the AMB or the assembly hadn't provided any space for this,
right. But is there anything that the GPRTU could do towards improving the conditions of lorry parks, really, and perhaps decongestion?
Oh, all the lorry parks as the airline 482 Act 482. All lorry parks belong to the AMA, and we pay tolls to the AMA. So we expected the AMA to make available all these space. We cannot on our own do that.
Right.
The
right.
assembly was authority of all of the authorities. We have to represent.
Right. We're very grateful, Robert Saba. Robert Saba is Greater Accra Region Chairman of the Ghana Private Road Transport Union, GPRTU. And we have a couple of your comments that have come in on Facebook, and we'll quickly run through them, and so we'll bring the show to a close. Ronald Yaboa Fine Boy, you say that our lorry stations are more than Mecca. Oh, they need to do something about it. And Pepsi Rex Lee, you say that the AMA should leave our poor drivers alone. Newton Jaffes, you think that this is freedom of association. Enyo Yelekwan Samuel, you say that. So with these, can a taxi driver move from Obuasi to Kumasi? I'm not sure about that. And Neverson Baden said it's really disturbing because some drivers don't understand and causing so many confusions all over. I think the AMA must explain further what they meant by forming reunions. Nana Asembi Inti says it's a good move, but I don't think this is the time for such if the government can't provide them with a more conducive lorry park. They must first build a better better and spacious lorry parks before this unionization. They're confused. Oh, Chale, Ghana, what is happening? What a bitter Ghana. That's what you're saying. Matthew Gazy and Michael Bobier says that democracy. How can all drivers converge at one station? Freedom of movement. And Flex Kweku Jermaine says, in fact, this is useless. So why just one taxi? So many things on it. This is causing needless tension in town. So Kovandapoy, are you happy watching this? I think John Mahama must come in and sack this man. He's causing unnecessary tension. I'm just sad watching all this on your channel. This is dangerous to our security. And Kweku Opari Anoba, my good friend, you say that to widen the tax net, period. Your thinking on this is that the measure by the AMA is to widen the tax net, and this is good. Well, that's your opinion. And Christian Salvo says, well, what the drivers did was very bad. I think that all the unions should come together as one group, one people, and serve Ghana, our motherland, better. Ghana deserves better. And Mensa Stephen Konto says this is very bad and ridiculous. Baba Musa from Tamale, you say that even though the Constitution of Ghana allows freedom of association, I do not want to believe that those who are arguing in favor of the taxi drivers are promoters of lawlessness in this country. Your point is well made, Baba Musa. And Amin Wahab Romeo says, I think it's better Ghana agenda should go and bring us back our normal Ghana agenda. Well, that's very hilarious, funny. Newman Stanley Mamata says, Ghana, my beloved country, what is going on? Where was the AMA boss when the drivers were registering with the taxi embossment number? Someone sleeps and just wakes up and voices out anything which they do not have knowledge of or implications. God help us, that's your opinion. Akwete Andrew, you say, if the drivers think they can't obey the rules of AMA, they should drive to Togo or Chad. That's very sarcastic, but that's your opinion. And Mensa Konto again says they are always finding ways of getting more money. They will never find ways of putting them in good use. And Musa Karim, hi Steve, we missed you. Why did you stop PM Express? Well, I'm here on Johnny's Exclusive. And Deme Simeon says drivers should comply, though it's hard to go by that. Our cities need to be free of the congestions and slum. And finally, Kojo Odro Dankwa says, I think the implementation of the single spine is the cause of all these various agitations. Each and every time it has made everyone to get a valid issue on Ghana. That's all your comments, and that's where we draw the curtains. My name is Stephen Enti, and thanks for your comments, and thanks for joining us here on Johnny's Exclusive. Join us tomorrow for another edition.